Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, yeah, Chicagoans, New Yorkers, Philly, all y'all, Denver, wherever there is Aboriginal Negroes, they giving y'all community to that actual migrants, man. And they giving y'all reparations to the migrants. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Y'all running around here talking about it's equal. Equal. Black folks, Negroes are lazy. We don't want to work. We want handouts. Where you at, white folks, now? Huh? Why y'all ain't talking about all the handouts that these immigrants are getting? Coming in, all they got to say is they seeking such and such. And they come in and get all these handouts. They getting free housing all throughout Chicago, free housing all throughout New York, free housing all in our communities. We ain't gonna have no communities no more. All the reparations that we asked for that they owe us for crimes against humanity and the Holocaust done to our bloodline and this mass incarceration and this hatred that they got for us here in America, they giving our reparations to the immigrants, guys. That's what's going on. Y'all ain't in the outrage yet? Do you see the brutality that our people are going through with the police departments and everything? Like we still under Jim Crow laws? Do y'all see what's going on? Mass incarcerating our people. But at the same time, they letting the immigrants come in and they giving them anything they want. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's out there protesting in drones about how they're getting free everything. I mean, what kind of reality and what kind of country this is other than the country of hatred and oppression for the Aboriginal Negroes of America? Because that's all it is. You ain't worried about your babies and your grandbabies as an Aboriginal Negro in America? Well, you better open your eyes, and I mean open them wide up, and look at God doggone around and see what this government is really doing, these colonizers are really doing. Because we don't got no representatives. Ain't nobody representing us. This is just what it is. We are in hell. We are oppressed people being oppressed, and that's all it is. Or stop trying to think individual and what you might think you got an individual. You are a nation of people. And as a nation of people, y'all being destroyed, laughed at, demonized, and locked away. This is what's going on. You as well, LGBT community that look like us, you are still a Negro. You are a part of our reality. And this is happening to all of us. All of our backs are against the wall. This ain't no individualism. Suburban people. Because you got a job, they gave you a career, you was able to buy a house. The majority of your nation is being put into a position of destruction. That's what's happening. Same thing with all you so-called chucking and jiving brothers and sisters who was able to get the bag as wealthy folks who had talent. Your nation is getting destroyed. The majority of your people is getting put into a position of destruction. You are still a Negro. And if y'all don't come together and do something about this, y'all gonna be in big trouble. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And if you don't think you're gonna be in big trouble, then you might as well just go out there and tell your child that it's over with for them. Because at the end of the day, that's who they coming for. That's who ain't gonna have nothing. Your babies. Because they're doing it on purpose. This ain't by accident. This ain't by accident that you asking for justice, that you asking for reparations, that you asking for liberation, and in turn they come and bring you all sorts of immigrants in, and they give them all the proceeds and resources that they supposed to give you and your people that they owe you legally. This is being done on purpose. This is letting you know how they feel about you 100% and where they trying to corner your people into. This is a destruction of our people. And if you don't see that, this is a problem. This is a problem. Their schools ain't teaching this truth. Their schools ain't teaching you what they're doing to you. Their schools ain't trying to help you set up a situation where you can actually liberate yourself. They're not empowering you through school. We sending our babies to these schools and can't get nothing going for ourselves. These are the realities of what's going on here. We're in a trick bag. That's all it is. And you white folks all around, y'all know it's the truth. Y'all see what's happening to our people. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all system and y'all rest of y'all representatives doing to our people. Y'all understand it to the fullest. But y'all won't say nothing, huh? Y'all won't say nothing. But this is that reality. This is what it means to be under your oppressors who have inherited your oppression and maintaining it to the fullest. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. And this is what we're dealing with. This is where we stand today. We ask for something, they give it to somebody else. We protest for something, they give it to somebody else. We boycott for something, they give it to somebody else. At the same time, we stay in the same position we've been in. Ghetto slums and hoods and mass incarceration. This is that reality. Well, if you ain't mad, you better get mad. You better do something. You better do something. You better get down there to your local state reps and start speaking out. Because if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Because they got benefits for all these immigrants, but not you. And you can't compete. You cannot compete with what's going on as Aboriginal Negroes of America with the dominant race dominating all the resources and then allowing other immigrants to come into the country and then giving them benefits to be ahead of you. And ain't nobody saying nothing. They running around here lying, talking about how you don't want to work, how you don't want nothing. To where your brain is all messed up, some of y'all out there as Aboriginal Negroes, and y'all done took on that stupidity of a philosophy against your own people. Against your own people that was handbagged and put together and gave back to you by the colonizers for you to spit amongst yourselves. You can't blame yourself for oppression that you under. The key is to get from under it. The key to understanding is that you're oppressed and you need to come away from it. You need liberation. You need justice. And you cannot get that just sitting on your ass. That's just the reality to it. You got to stand up. They're not going to give us nothing. They never gave us nothing. They told us to pull ourselves up by the bootstrap ever since they took the shackles off of us, and now they got more shackles on us than a little bit, calling it prison. Well, we better wake up. We better come to this conclusion that America and the colonizers and their inheritors of our oppression don't have nothing for us. Because they're showing us. They're showing us we had a crisis like never before. That's where we at. We had a crisis like never before when it comes to our babies. We're being attacked in all sorts of manners that we don't even get or understand because we're too busy being entertained by these other Aboriginal Negroes that's keeping us distracted for their bag. At the same time, the rest of us can't get no bag. Free housing for the migrants while we got homeless people everywhere. While we got people sitting around mentally ill, people sitting around intoxicated on different types of drugs that need help. People sitting around can't make rent and make ends meet based off of what's been done to us by being pushed and slaughtered and smashed into ghetto slums and hoods by white supremacy and white militias and different types of systematic tricks that have been put on our people for years. We are the Tuskegee experiment survivors. Do you understand me? Things that they do behind the scene on purpose to us. And we sitting around here like we made it somewhere. We ain't making no god doggone nowhere. We made it to still be under our oppressors, being handed down like trash bags to their inheritors. That's what we made it to. And that's where we stand at. And this is how they got us. And we the only ones that seem to don't get it. Well, we better start getting it. We better start looking around and look at how our communities that we thought we had communities is being given away. Because in the end, we ain't going to have no communities. We just going to be fifth-class citizens to everybody else. That's what we going to be. Footstools to all other nations that's coming into the country. Because everybody else can get resources.